Your hot, I guess.
Hey everyone, this is Ray with HexFire Stacks, and today we are going to be cooking out at the park, and we're going to be showing you some modifications that we recently made to the HexFire Grill Stack. So the first change we made is this panel. We actually made a vent here, and this is to reload charcoal or to move your charcoal around in your grill. That way you're not lifting the top panel, having to take the food off, or risking injuring yourself. So take that and just set it to the side, and this is how you'll set it up. They will all interlock into each other. This one has handles, this one doesn't. And then that vented piece should just slide into the both ends like this. And then these little pieces, this, are just going to go into each panel on the edge. So 2 in each panel in the corner. And then your bottom panel has these 2 holes for the ash, and you just want to line those up with your vented panel, and it just slides right on top of those pieces we put in, and it should look like this when it's all put together. Lastly, after you put your charcoal in, of course, this will be your top panel. And the other change we made is this top panel. It used to hang over the sides, so then any oil that was on the cooking surface was dripping off. So we slightly modified it by making it a little bit smaller. So now you can see here, the edge, your drip will go inside of the grill instead of off. Okay, so we're gonna show you how we load the charcoal. We don't want the coals any higher than these vents right here. So less is definitely more when it comes to loading this. As you can see, if you go around, all of the coals are pretty much level with those vents. And then next we're just gonna light the coals. Carefully, it is windy. Ooh, it's hot.
What's going on, guys? My name's Carlos. I'm a local hibachi chef here at Bruce Trent Park, and today we have our fire stack. I'm going to kind of show you how to throw on the top here. I can figure it out real quick and try not to burn myself, but pretty much looks like that. And just like that, that's on top. It's always good to kind of have a clean surface to cook on. So have yourself a nice damp rag. Wipe it off on top, but it does heat up very fast, and it seems as though we're gonna have a pretty solid cook today. So.
One of the changes that we made to one of the panels to the HexFire Grill Stack is replacing our logo with an opening for charcoal reload, and also stoking the fire from the side so you don't have to take the top off.
Today we have a selection of prime rib, and we have some shrimp shish kebabs over here that I just skewered. I also have a few lobster tails that I was able to cut up, and we'll start seeing if we can grill this up. Should be pretty easy. I have oil, and I'm just gonna go for this nice easy brown part right here. You don't want to blacken a steak. You kind of also want to season your cooking surface and make sure that it's nice and ready for you to cook on. And that does look pretty good. We're gonna start with our ribs. These are prime ribs. This is gonna take about the longest. You get a nice sear on there. We'll just throw them on there, okay? And they are dry steaks. That way you get a nice good crust. And as you can hear, it's already got oil coming out on the sides. It's pretty great. It is searing up pretty well. You don't really want to touch the ribeyes, but just to show you guys, it's doing its job. Got a pretty good sear on there, and we're not even cooked all the way yet. It's just great. We'll have some time to rest these steaks. Also, this extra oil, I'll be able to throw my lobster tails and some of my shrimp skewers on there without having to use any extra oil. So this is a pretty good surface. When you are cooking steaks, just to get that extra sear, there's different points in your steak that it's gonna cool down their surfaces that you set them down on. So it's always good to pick them up and move them to a nice hotter area so that way you get a full sear all around the whole steak. So we're gonna leave this a couple more seconds to see how we're getting the chicken. Right now I have lemons, I have full cloves of garlic that I should have minced up, but luckily I have minced garlic as well. I have unsalted butter, and you can use pretty much any unsalted butter. I prefer using milk solids, but any unsalted butter is going to do good. I have salt, I have soy sauce, I have pretty much all my hibachi ingredients and all the good stuff. I have vodka just in case, teriyaki sauce, extra seasoning that's actually from the same vendor right next to us, and they're pretty cool. He was kind of hooking me up with this, but same guy in the same farmer's market. I have green onions, and we have Gatorade. So we got pretty much all that we need to have us a good lunch. All right, we're gonna go and flip our second ribeye here, and as you can see, they have an absolutely beautiful sear on the entire surface of the whole steak. So we're gonna do the same things. We're gonna set these back over here on our hot surfaces where we started, because we flipped them onto a hotter surface when we needed to get them cooked. And we're gonna let them sear up. Now that I have some oil on the grill, we're gonna grab some of our shrimp shish kebabs and we'll just set them down right in between, yeah? Just like that. Not a fault. That's on a little. We'll poke them later. You never want to put too much oil when you start, otherwise the oil does burn as well. So it's kind of good to have a dry surface at first. And you can put on oil as you go. And take two of those. I'm going to start focusing on our steaks again. big shout out to Jet for hooking me up with the funds to get us some nice, good pieces of beef. But I'm happy to see that they're coming out pretty dang good. As you can see, they're getting caused. Although we got some butter on there. We'll flick them one more time. And you can see rolls incredible. That's incredible. This is a very impressive grill. This is something, honestly, I would take camping. My brother is an outdoors guy. He works over at REI. And this is something that it absolutely whoops on any of the backpack grills. Because those are super tiny and you can only get about one cast iron skillet on there. I wouldn't even mind putting a skillet on here. I was going to bring it, but I'm on a cat. I do. We got garlic. They're already seared on both sides, and I just want to kind of use the butter I put on the other side to get it nice and basted. You don't even need a spoon to baste it, and I just want to kind of tar that garlic up. They are super tender. That's like medium rare. Medium rare. Okay, put a little here and think that one. Garlic's nice and charred up. Oh, the steaks actually look just about ready. Let's fold it off. We'll let those rest. We can focus a little bit more on our skewers. Now that we got some time, we can make sure they come out right. They are cooking. Now that I've pulled off the steaks, I can get some oil on here. And make sure it gets in the spots I need it. The heat has died down to a really good perfect temperature to cook those, so I can kind of just let them rest. And I do also have some more sears I can try out with later. This would be my 4th year in hibachi, and I've been cooking for 8 years.
Nice.
So a little bit of salt, some pepper. And we'll cut those up in just a minute, but we'll let them rest. That's pretty cool. You can cut all these push it in there. That's your caught right there. That's it. A little bit wrong there.
Okay, so Carlos, now that you've actually used the grill, give us an honest review. Don't hold anything back. Let us know exactly what you thought.
Honestly, if I had remembered that this hole was right here, I probably could have soaked the fire. It does burn quite hot, but I think overall this is a really great product. Anyone who has done outdoor cooking or does a lot of outdoor cooking, they could use this probably on every event or every where they go, every travel event. So great for camping. I think it would be an incredible fireplace as well. You could kind of keep a fire burning in here all day, and then whenever anyone's ready to have dinner, you just throw on that top, and then it's ready to go pretty much almost instantly. So it's a really good grill.
Awesome, thank you.
Fitz is like, yeah, let me get in here.
Fitz!
We got a pretty decent medium rare in there. They have been resting for a lot longer than 5 minutes. I'm sure that they would have been a perfect medium rare, but that is still a great result. You got steak and lobster for lunch.
Looks good.
You guys want to try these?
Sure.
More salt, any pepper?
He approves.
Pretty good. What do you think, Ray?
It's good.
Pass us?
Yeah.